Well, it seems as if people are trying to instill fear in me by telling me I'm being investigated. The thing is, one might think that person is not trying to make you scared. They're trying to tell you what's going on. No, I doubt that, because there's nothing to investigate me about. If in fact there is an investigation on me, it's gonna backfire on whoever started it, simply because I know I've done nothing. Now, when I share portions of what I'm trying to do to protect myself, that's simply my testimony, and I consider it not slander, because I'm telling the truth about what's going on with me, and I'm telling the truth about who I feel need to be looked at about it. Simply because I know what I'm going through. Now, others try and discourage me by saying, do unto others what God did for you. I'm trying to figure out why that motherfucker think that I'm God. That's why there is a God. So that he can do that. And so that people can realize that they don't need to ask each other that. Don't look to man to do things that God does. Okay? When human flesh is targeting your human flesh and your spirit, meaning trying to make me angry, but they would prefer me to just be angry, curse, maybe let PTSD cause me to fight and stuff like that, physically. Well, I'm going to utilize fighting the way I want to. Now, the Bible says eye for an eye, somewhere in there in the beginning. Then it says turn the other cheek. So by the time you read the whole book, you're supposed to beat people up and let people beat you up. That contradicts. Well, Tanya, that's in the Old Testament and now it's the New Testament. And I'm like, well, what testament am I living in? I'm living in my own testimony. Just because people are committing acts against me that they think I don't have the ability to recognize, or at least, well, they probably know that there's ways people can recognize, but they think my mind doesn't have the capacity to even think of ways to recognize. And then they think that their titles warrant them a free pass, as they took free passes on me. See, if these people had done to them what they're doing to me in groups, not just one person taking my identity, these people are stupid. Each of them have went in and tried to create a falsified identity for themselves, utilizing some of my true information and some false information. Each of these people have told others. So if you tell two friends and they tell two friends and so on and so on and so on, these stupid people right here Even if it was just these 4 people. Well, let's say 5, but we're going to add some on. 6, we're going to add my husband. So he's holding the phone, see? So now you got 6 people trying to create false identity, utilizing true and fictitious information that they can then put upon themselves and represent the false information. You can tell there's 5 people because of the way they structured the new false identity so that they could claim the identity for themselves and still maintain their own. Oh, y'all didn't know I knew how to say that? That's too bad. It's very easy to articulate that, is it not? So now you can tell that these 5 are in there. And then you get to looking and you see that there's 6. Because at least one person was smart enough to use their baby daddy name. But the one that's even the most stupid, there's 2 real extremely stupid, 3. The one that says Antoinette Cummings, that's extremely stupid because it says that the parents, that person's parent, Antoinette Cummings' parents, it says that their parents' name is Brown. And I guess their maiden name is Yarber. There's no one on the face of the earth with that combination. It's very hard to get that combination. When Brown doesn't refer to me at all, Yarber doesn't refer to me at all, Antoinette doesn't refer to me at all. All 3 of those names refer to Antoinette, Yarber Brown, trying to use her sister's last name, Cummings. So that one's easy and stupid. People that don't know you can figure that out as soon as they put the Antoinette to the Yarber and the Brown. Then they'll find out who your mama is. Then they'll look up how many of your mama's other kids, and then they'll see my name. So that was stupid. Too easy to figure that out, Antoinette. Then you got Simone putting her pictures up there, old pictures with names that she wants to be hers, but initials that belong to what she thinks are mine. But these are initials that I don't even use. And I'm not married anymore. And she's going to try to use those initials. That's dumb. So is my brother Derek in Omaha. Isn't it amazing how I can tell who's doing what? Because you have to put something of yourself there too. In order to create a fictitious person to utilize as yourself, United States or public world, people use true information about themselves, true information about the person they're trying to take the identity of, and then mix it with some fictitious information, and then slip into the invisible human suit. Oh, Leslie Robinson likes to do it and get fake checks. No, real checks for fake people that he can use because he can step into the fictitious form of that person. And you can make fictitious people as relatives for these people. Because if you're going to do a background check, you have to have what has to pop up in the background check. If this fictitious person identity is background checked, it has to have some relatives and it has to have some friends and some neighbors. And then you get to looking and you realize that a lot of these names is on your Ancestry.com from 1800s. And they're trying to create identities with them to belong to me. And I've never known these people. Nor were these people alive during my lifetime, even though you might give them different last names and rearrange it. But see, the problem is your imagination and your creativity is very low. stunted. These people's creativity is so malnourished that they end up using the same names to create identities to other things, and every single one of them has created an identity that won't match each other like the true me does. And then you run out of ways to create fictitious relatives and friends, and you start using the same ones over and over on a whole nother identity because that first one that you made, all of y'all didn't work. So each one of y'all tried to create another one in another format in another realm of the world. Then we got that real dumb one that has a job registering people to vote, that used my name to register me to vote all over the United States. In towns where the population might be 1,000 and they ain't never met no goddamn people named Tanya at all. Ever since slavery. Crumpled back such and such. Man, you got some stupid ass cities you done register me to vote in. Now the problem with that is you work for that. And the problem with that is you don't like no other job but that, because it really works around your not wanting to go to work sometimes lifestyle. Problem with that is you're going to lose that job. Because of the fact that I'm scared to vote now. I don't know the ramifications of being registered to vote everywhere and then vote where I am really at. So I'll have to report that because I vote for real. You must not vote even though you register people to vote, Jeffrey. So now you're stupid too. And you know who knew better? Michelle Adrian Smith. She always votes. She knows she's very well versed on the fact that you shouldn't have done that. But she doesn't like you either, does she? So for you to go to jail doesn't matter to her. You're all, both you, Tony, LeVay, Simone, all y'all are stupid. Simone, you the most stupid one, because if you succeed, then you could go ahead and be killed in my place. Since that's what they want to do to get my soul or something like that. That's what my family's really after, and any money I might have. So Simone taking my identity, or trying to, makes it so that you are now in danger of being killed. You didn't know that, dumb bitch? Why do you want to slander someone and then take their identity, knowing that their life is in danger, and think that yours isn't? Wouldn't it be a perfect crime, perfect for whoever is supposed to have me killed, i.e. my mother, to just kill you since she's having a hard time killing me? Because of this blood of the lamb I'm wearing? And since I can't be killed, y'all think I'm some witch? No. God is real, Tony. And you refuse to see that when you look at me. Your devil, guess who he is? The child of God. He knows God is real, and he told you, and for some reason you don't. So don't you think that the devil will have to not bother me sometimes because God said so? Or maybe he only lets him bother me so you guys can rack up a whole bunch of karma. Okay, devil, go ahead and bother Tanya. She's going to be able to take it for a few more weeks or months or years. And yeah, you're going to have to give me them people back, though. That karma, I'm going to have to get them. The devil going to say, okay, Father. I don't know how that works, but I'm just trying to tell you. Y'all know some parents that got a good child and a bad child. The parent loves both their childs. Ask Dahmer's parents if they don't love him. If you could ask Trump's parents, do they love him? Now, my parents don't love me. They would love me if they were able to kill me and get this money or that they already spent. And they have to worry about their own life. That would cause a love, wouldn't it? So they love to hate me, don't they? Okay. So, in other words, if you're a good child, Your parents love you. But is the devil a good child? He can get away with a lot of things because this parent loves him still, right? He might say, okay, devil, go ahead. But I'm going to need them. I'm going to get them back. You're going to have to let me get them such and such a day. I told you stop playing with them humans like that. Ooh, he said, God said, now look at Tanya laughing at your motherfucking ass. Ooh, the God be telling the devil, look at Tanya laughing at you, baby. You want to get her some more? Don't that make you mad when she laugh at you? Oh, that's too bad. God said he'll learn one day, Tanya. I ain't gonna let him pick on you too much more. I know your back getting a little tired. I'm gonna take them off your back. You got all them hanks on your back, girl. I be like, I sure do, God, cause it hurt a little bit right here, and I'm gonna need you to give me a massage right here, okay? And he gonna get me one too. That's how that goes down. Till I learn how to talk better, and I'll say, forth thee, thouists. And all that. I might not even have to talk like with them thee, thou, thens. I just got to learn how to talk better by studying the words and the way they're in the order that he puts them in the Bible. I don't quite know them yet. That's why y'all think I don't deserve. What y'all think I don't deserve because y'all want to be mean to me? Because y'all decided to be mean to me? That God ain't supposed to like me? So I thought y'all didn't believe in God. Y'all don't believe in God? How the hell do you know what I do and don't deserve? If what I'm getting you don't believe in, get off my damn phone.